After decades of watching the NBA, fans thought they'd seen every type of player imaginable. Then came Russell Westbrook, a force of nature who redefined what was possible on a basketball court. From an overlooked high school player to NBA MVP, from a superstar who seemed past his prime to a crucial veteran piece on a championship contender, this is the story of one of basketball's most electrifying players. Long before the triple-doubles and MVP chants, Westbrook was just a skinny freshman at Losinger High School in Lawndale, California. Standing only 5 feet 8 inches, he wasn't even the best guard on his team. But what he lacked in size, he made up for with an intensity that would become legendary. "I played angry," Westbrook once said about his high school days. "I played like somebody was trying to take something from me." That anger came from being overlooked. Despite growing to 6 feet 3 inches by his senior year and dominating local competition, he received just one major scholarship offer. UCLA took a chance on the local kid, but even there, Westbrook had to prove himself. As a freshman, he averaged just 9 minutes per game, coming off the bench behind Darren Collison. But in practice, he was turning heads. Russell would destroy our starting guards, his UCLA teammate Josh Shipp recalled. "We knew it was just a matter of time." By his sophomore year, Westbrook had transformed into a defensive terror, earning Pac-10 Defensive Player of the Year honors. Still, when the Seattle Supersonics selected him 4th overall in the 2008 draft, the basketball world was skeptical. ESPN draft expert Jay Bilas voiced what many thought. "This is a guy who wasn't even the primary ball handler on his college team." The doubts followed him to Oklahoma City when the franchise relocated. The Thunder had won just 20 games the previous season, and now they were trusting their offense to a guard who averaged only 12.7 points in college? Even his college coach Ben Howland admitted Westbrook was still learning the point guard position. But alongside Kevin Durant, something magical started happening in Oklahoma City. Westbrook's athleticism was otherworldly. In his rookie season, he'd already started making highlight reels, like when he caught an alley-oop against Toronto that had Durant shaking his head in disbelief. "Sometimes I just throw it up there because I know he'll get it," Durant said. "His athleticism is just different." The improvement was meteoric. By his second season, Westbrook was averaging 16 points and 8 assists, helping lead the Thunder to a 50-win improvement over 2 years. The biggest turnaround in NBA history. His explosiveness became the stuff of legend. Players would back off, giving him space, but it didn't matter. Once Westbrook got downhill, it was over. The 2012 finals run showcased everything that made him special. Westbrook had already cemented himself as one of the most explosive point guards in the league, but the finals against Miami was his grandest stage yet. In Game 4 against the Heat, he dropped 43 points, matching LeBron James shot for shot. He became just the 5th player in NBA history to score 40-plus points in a finals game before turning 24. Even in defeat, his performance left an impression. "Playing against Russell is like trying to stop a freight train," LeBron said. "You know it's coming, but there's not much you can do about it." Despite the Thunder falling in 5 games, Westbrook's fearless approach against a prime LeBron and Dwyane Wade showed the world that he was not just a sidekick, he was a superstar in his own right. The Durant-Westbrook partnership seemed unstoppable. 5 straight playoff appearances, 4 conference finals, 1 NBA Finals. They were the young dynasty everyone feared. Their chemistry on the court was electric. Westbrook's relentless aggression paired with Durant's smooth, efficient scoring made them one of the most dangerous duos in basketball. "When they're both rolling," Kobe Bryant once said, "I don't know if there's a more dangerous duo in the league." They pushed each other to new heights, but there was always an underlying tension. Westbrook's fiery, attack-first mentality sometimes clashed with Durant's more methodical approach. Still, they kept winning, and for years, it seemed inevitable that they would bring a championship to Oklahoma City. Then came July 4th, 2016. Durant announced his decision to join the 73-win Warriors. Westbrook found out like everyone else, through social media. The move sent shockwaves through the NBA. The Thunder, once a championship favorite, were suddenly without their best scorer. He didn't comment publicly, but his response on the court was devastating. That summer, Westbrook signed a contract extension, refusing to abandon the franchise that had drafted him. "This is my team now," he seemed to say without speaking a word. The league, and especially Durant, took notice. The 2016-17 season became Westbrook's masterpiece. Opening night set the tone: 32 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists. "I'm coming," he shouted after a crucial basket. "I'm coming for everything." The triple-doubles started piling up, 10 in the first 20 games. Then 20 in 40 games. Night after night, he delivered jaw-dropping performances, turning what seemed like an impossible feat, averaging a triple-double for an entire season, into a reality. The whole league watched in awe. On April 9th, 2017, in Denver, history was made. Westbrook needed 16 assists to average a triple-double for the season. Not only did he get them, but he also scored 50 points, including a buzzer-beating three-pointer from 36 feet to eliminate the Nuggets from playoff contention. The shot was pure Westbrook, high risk, high drama, and absolutely ruthless. He finished with 42 triple-doubles, breaking Oscar Robertson's 55-year-old record. The MVP award was a foregone conclusion. In a league dominated by super teams, Westbrook had done the impossible. He carried an entire franchise on his back and made history doing it. But success proved harder to maintain. Playoff disappointments mounted. Trades to Houston and Washington brought individual achievements, but not team success. The Lakers' experiment alongside LeBron James and Anthony Davis became a cautionary tale of star power without cohesion. Critics grew louder. "He can't adapt," they said. "He's stuck in his ways." The same explosive guard who once dominated headlines for his spectacular plays was now making news for all the wrong reasons. Then came the summer of 2024. In a move that shocked the NBA, Westbrook signed with the Denver Nuggets for just $3.3 million, the veteran minimum. It was the largest pay cut in professional basketball history. The player who once commanded max contracts was betting on himself one more time. The results have been remarkable. Through 48 games of the 2024-25 season, Westbrook has averaged 13.0 points, 5.1 rebounds, and 6.4 assists, while shooting an efficient 47.7% from the field. But the numbers only tell part of the story. On January 15, 2025, Westbrook crossed the 25,000-point threshold, becoming just the 25th player in NBA history to reach this milestone. 5 days later, he and Nikola Jokic made history as the first teammates to record multiple triple-doubles in the same game twice. Westbrook's 25 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists complementing Jokic's 35-15-12 masterpiece against Brooklyn. The player many had written off has found new life in Denver. His dynamic playmaking has meshed perfectly with Jokic's unconventional brilliance. The man who once needed to dominate the ball now thrives in a system of constant movement and selfless play. Russell Westbrook's journey isn't just about basketball statistics or accolades. It's about evolution. About a player who faced criticism, doubt, and failure, but refused to let any of it define him. From the undersized high school player to MVP, from scapegoat to valuable veteran, Westbrook has lived multiple basketball lives. Now in Denver, playing some of the most efficient basketball of his career, Westbrook isn't chasing triple-doubles anymore. He's chasing something more meaningful: respect, redemption, and perhaps the championship that has eluded him throughout his career. The explosive young guard from UCLA might play differently now, but one thing remains the same. Russell Westbrook never backs down from a challenge. And as he continues to silence critics and rewrite his legacy in Denver, he's proving that sometimes the best stories in sports are about reinvention, about finding new ways to impact the game when everyone else thinks you're done. After all, you can never count out Russell Westbrook. They said he was done. They said he couldn't adapt. But Russell Westbrook, he's never backed down. From an overlooked high school kid to an NBA legend, he's proved one thing: real beasts never stop. And neither should you. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Beastly Athletes for more legendary journeys. Stay hungry, stay relentless, just like Russ.